For this video today, we're going to be ranking BlockWars videos. Now, as you can see on the side, we have a bunch of tiers here. We're going to start from top to bottom, and basically we're going to start with the S tier, which is self-explanatory enough, it's S tier. And in A tier, we have a bop. And then for B tier, we have iconic to BlockWars. We have C tier, it's decent, but it's not iconic to BlockWars. And then we have D tier, it's too repetitive. E tier, the build up takes forever and is not worth it. And then F tier is just yawn, like it's just unbearable. So that's the tiers we have here. So let's jump straight into this, and I'll try to make this short and sweet for everyone. Consider subscribing though for more content like this. An album order. And the first one is the intro. It's a bop because one, it's iconic to BlockWars, so it's already put above this tier. It's short and sweet and it's a cute little jingle. I like the 8-beat vibe of it, and it's too short to be considered S tier though. That's what I feel, at least. I've hunted E tier because it just takes too long to build up. Almost majority of the song, it takes 1 minute 36 seconds exactly, and whenever it gets to that build up point, it's like disappointing. It's not even that interesting. However, this song is very moving and the rhythm is simple and catchy. Race is one of those ones that I'm probably gonna get yelled at for putting lower than what most people think I'd put it at. I will agree, it's iconic to BlockWars, but I feel like there was a missed opportunity. Like, obviously there's like that bass line in the background, but then the song's like da na 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 da na. That song would sound so much cooler if it was like on an electric guitar or like a slap bass melody, but I feel like that was like a missed opportunity, really. But I know like they probably just don't have the budget for something like that, so I'll give them a little bit of a less of a harder time when it comes to that. And I also like that little chord progression that goes like da na 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 na. It's really cool. The bass line's repetitive, but it works. Okay, Skybolt is C tier. It's decent, but it's not iconic. It's too new of a game to be considered iconic to BlockWars, and the build-up lasts about a minute, but it is engaging. At the point where the song builds up, they added more of like a club music sounding synth to it. That just makes it sound better, which makes the build-up sort of worth it. It has a repetitive bass line that's kind of dull, but it works. Okay, next is Spleef. There's a build-up to Spleef, but during that build-up, there's a lot of, like, fills and licks that they put in to keep it interesting enough to last up to, like, the climax of the build-up. So I feel like this would make it go in A tier, which is a bop. It suits the game. It has a little winter snowy chime in it, if you guys listen to it. The synth in the background can, however, get quite annoying since it's the same riff over and over again. Now, there's, like, 3 different battle songs here. So the first one's battle selection. This one is like where you pick your kit before the game starts. It's a very, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's a very jazzy tune. It's short and sweet and it sounds good. It's too short to be considered any higher than a bop though, because yeah, again, it's like maybe like 40 seconds long. Okay, Battle Fight is S tier. It's genuinely like one of the most solid songs in a. It has like riffs that go on loop, but they keep like switching the riff. It changes very quickly and it makes it feel like the song's more fast paced and engaging, and it sounds like club music. I don't know. I just think it kind of works with like the game in general as well. Okay, Battle Series 1 is a C tier. It's decent, but like it's not iconic. I don't think. I find the battle fight music more iconic than this track because, well, it just stands out more, to be honest. Despite the name of the song sounds so, like, calm, and it's pretty good, but it's lacking something, which is why I'm not putting it above this tier, to be honest. It's not that memorable either, it doesn't really stand out to me. Okay, so Construction is the first one that's gonna stay in F tier for this tier list. It's repetitive. It doesn't really have any instrumentals that stand out. It's pretty forgettable. And when I listened to it, I felt bored. Okay, next is Crypt. C tier. I'm gonna put it in. It's decent, but it's not iconic. The Egyptian sounding scales kind of carried it to be in this tier, to be honest. I really hated the beginning rhythm, but when they added the Egyptian sounding scales, it made it sound like 10 times better. Okay, Move is probably my favorite track. So fun fact about this one, it uses a very odd scale. I was trying to ear it out with piano, and I figured out it uses a D animatic scale, which has the notes D, E flat, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, C, and C sharp, which is a really weird scale. It's an odd scale, but they somehow like make it work with that scale, which is really cool. And it's kind of similar to like the Clocks melody, like Clocks by Coldplay. It's not in the same key at all though. Okay, Dropper is D tier. I like the beginning piano part. Besides that, the melody is quite dull, to be honest, and it's repetitive in general, both the piano and melody, so it's just, yeah, again, it just doesn't stand out to me. Parkour is another one that's staying in F tier as well. I wanted to fall asleep when I listened to this, to be honest, and the melody is super annoying to me. It's too repetitive and it's one of the longest tracks, but didn't have any build up and just stuck to the same tune the whole song. Bridges. It's going to C tier. I feel like the piano chords really complemented the melody well. It gave some like power to the song, if that makes sense, or like impact to it. It's repetitive, but the song is so short it doesn't really matter anyway, so. Okay, Party is going in B tier. It is a bop. I'm not sure what else to say about this, but yeah. Okay, Collect. I honestly don't know if it's iconic or not. I don't know where I heard the soundtrack, so I'm gonna put it like in between the tiers. But I like the retro vibe it gives off. Like it gives off like a retro game vibe, but I can't quite pick up on it, and I really like that about it. But the percussion part is quite repetitive, to be honest. The outro to BlockWars, I would put it in bop. I'm not gonna put it any higher because it's short. Again, it's a cute little jingle. It's filled with like hope and joy, which is a nice touch for like the end of the event especially. And yeah, that's the tier list, everyone.